It's been another weekly, so it's time for the Leekly. We've got a lot of exciting stuff to go through, so with your favorite drink in hand, let's go. Just in case you're new here, the Weekly Leek is Fenn's weekly dev blog, which shares progress on a per-team basis, accompanied by 2 infographics to track their progress, and a little more sprinkled in. Let's begin with the front cover. The cover for this week shows things from several episodes. Notably, the Leek of the Week is the Bumble Leek, which doesn't actually exist in-game currently. On the top of the cover, we can also see that the usual leeks have been replaced by 2 striped leeks. These are likely the Bumble leeks in question, probably in reference to the 3-star Hope Forest quest, which we know is centered around bees. Moving on to the primary image, we can see what appears to be some kind of a print of a boar with a mane and a scaled back with tentacles coming out of it. I would imagine that this is some kind of mythical creature displayed on either a tapestry or in a bestiary-like book. Perhaps this is a boss for one of the upcoming quests, and we need to read a book to figure out how to defeat it. My guess is that it's a Mine of Mantaban quest boss, as when we look outside the cover, we can see the Cave of the Future. Zooming in on the secondary image, it looks like we're getting a nice little trading leek. To me, this looks like a piece of the trading interface, as we can see the scales from the Merchants Guild very clearly, alongside what looks like 2 buttons. The text on these buttons is hard to read, but I'm positive that it says accept and decline. I don't recognize the font from anywhere in the game, and it appears to be handwritten, so there's a real chance that this is a fragment of some concept art. Either way, if this is the trading UI, it would mean that the squares on either side of the bar in the center are item slots where the items being offered for the trade would go. I'm glad to see trading is progressing nicely. Alright, moving on. This week, the team has kicked off the week with a team building day. They've had a shuffleboard competition and have given us the results to go over. Apparently, it was the pink team consisting of James, Daniel, Steve, Lewis, and Samuel versus the blue team, which was Andrew, Ian, Paul, Nick, and Joe. It looks like the Triple Gower Special, reinforced by Nick and Joe, was no match for the team of newer hires, led by James, as the pink team beat the blue team 4-1. Oh, and it's also listed that Andrew lost every single round, bar 1, to Samuel. He claims that this was intentional, but the Weekly Leak itself says this isn't true. I would be inclined to say skill issue, but the Weekly Leak was written by Samuel, so mountain assault as usual. Despite this, I've asked him for commentary on his overwhelming victory, and all he had to say was,
"Too easy, Gower. Maybe next time."
Either way, I'm very glad to see the team is taking the time to build team spirit and morale. Okay, let's see what our 4 favorite dev teams have been up to. Kicking things off for the technical team, which is Andrew, James, and Ian, Andrew has been working on new staff recruitment, player-to-player trading, and adding the Weekly Leak into the game, accessible via the main menu. This feature will be dropping as a part of next week's game update and will allow you to click a convenient leak button on the main menu to view the Weekly Leak in-game. This was a much requested feature, so it's very exciting to see this coming so soon. Finally, as mentioned before, Andrew was losing to Samuel at Shuffleboard. James has been working on launching this week's game update, which managed to break knowledge points for a hot minute. It was fixed extremely quickly though, and honestly, the turnaround time for the team to fix this was very impressive. Kudos! Aside from this, he has been working on bug fixes, quality of life improvements, and technical coding for the 6-star Hope Forest quest. Ian has been doing technical coding for the 3-star Hope Forest quest, as well as building dynamic path blocking and route finding. It'll be exciting to see how this will work. My guess is that it will be part of a quest. Finally, it says Ian has been dispensing wisdom, so all hail Ian the Wise. Next up is the content team, consisting of Paul, Samuel, Daniel, Harris, and Steve. It looks like we have some Stonemaw Hill progress, with Paul doing some story coding for the episode 5 quests. Furthermore, he has been doing the story planning for a 7-star Mine of Mantuman quest. Yes, you heard that right, 7-star. It looks like we're getting another, even higher star rating. If the quest requirements follow the same pattern, a 7-star quest would have profession requirements ranging from level 70 to 79. Finally, Paul has been continuing his reviews of the story planning and coding for all in-development side quests. Moving on to Samuel, he has been doing story coding for both the 6-star Chronopolis quest and the 3-star Hope Forest quest. He has also been doing his duties as our community manager, as well as preparing this weekly leak and building the functionality to add the weekly leak into the game together with Andrew. All the while, he was also annihilating Andrew at shuffleboard. GG, well played. Much like last week, Daniel's been story and technical coding for the 6-star Hope Forest quest, and Harris and Steve have been story planning and coding the 4-star Chronopolis and Mine of Mantuman quests respectively. All the while, they've been receiving wisdom from Ian. How enlightening. Okay, graphics team time. This team consists of Greg, Nick, and Lewis. The whole team has been working on the 3-star Hope Forest quest again, with Greg producing graphics, Nick producing meshes and animations, and Lewis also producing animations for it. Finally, we have the audio team consisting of just Joe. I really do hope he isn't too Jonely. Joe has been working on a new global music track as well as a new crunchy leak sound for the weekly leak button on the main menu. Now let's have a look at those infographics. Starting with the side quest one, we can see right away how the stars have now changed to reflect their rating out of 7, as that is now the new maximum rating. We can also see that the 7-star Mine of Mantuman quest is now listed as well. Everything else has simply been proceeding, with the only other changes being that the technical coding for the 4-star and graphics production for the 6-star Mine of Mantuman quests have begun. We do also have some progress on Stonemaw Hill, with story coding for all 3 listed quests having begun. Aside from this, the only change is that the star ratings on this infographic now also go up to 7. It's nice to see episode 5 progressing as well. That's all Fen wrote for Weekly Leak lucky number 7. Another week of exciting news. I especially love the little personality touches in this one. I'd love to hear what you think though, so please let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you want to read the Weekly Leak for yourself, the link to it is in the description. Alternatively, if you want to discuss this issue of the Weekly Leak and all things Brighter Shores with me and a community of well over 300 members, make sure you join my clan, the Blades of Adothria. The link to our Discord server is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss one of my uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in Adothria. Bye!